On 16 December, purchase 1,500 unit at RM30 per unit. 1,200. We need to bring the figure which is the balance previously, 1,200 and 4,200 into the next of record, and then we record the newest batch at the bottom, which is 1,500 at RM30. Next is 19 December, issued 1,800 unit to the production department. Issued 1,200. We need to issue 1,800. So we take from the oldest batch, which is 1,200 at RM12. But we need another 600. Then we take from the next batch, which is at RM11. So 600 multiplied by 11. Then we get balance 3,600. So the balance is from 4,200 minus with the 600. Then we get 3,600 at RM11. And then we record the next of our stock balance, which is the last batch, which is 1,500 at RM30. So this is our stock as at 19 December. Next is on 24th December, issued 1,400 unit to the production department. We need to issue 1,400. So we take from the oldest batch, 1,400 at RM11 cost per unit. So the balance is 2,200, which is 3,600 minus with 1,400, then we get 2,200 at RM11. And next, we need to bring forward the balance of the stock batch 1,500 at RM30. Next, on 27 December, return to the supplier 2,100 unit purchased on 30th December 2016. Okay, this is the record of return to the supplier, which is stock out from the store. As we can see that on 13 December, the stock at cost per unit of RM11. Return to supplier is 2,100 from the stock RM11 cost per unit. So 2,100 which is at issues column because it is a stock out. 2,100 multiplied by 11, and then we get balance because this batch we have 2,200 of stock minus with 2,100 of stock that we return to the supplier. Then the balance is 100 unit at RM11. Then we record the balance of the stock, which is batch 1,500 at RM13. Finally, on 30th December, issued 20 units to the production department. So we need to issue 20 units. So the oldest batch is 100 at 11. So we have enough stock from this batch. So 20 multiplied by RM11, then we get 220. And the balance is 80, which is from 100 minus with 20, then we get 80 at RM11 cost per unit. And then we record the balance of the stock from the previous. And finally, the physical stock count conducted on 31st December 2016 show that there was a balance of 1,250 units of microchips. So this is the balance based on the stock date, which is the closing balance. Okay, closing balance, which is 1,250. First, we have to calculate how much is the balance that we have on our record. So based on balance on the store ledger, 80 unit plus with 1,500 units, which is we get 1,580. As we can compare with the stock date balance, which is 1,250, there is a difference between the amount which is considered as a stock loss, which is 1,580 minus with 1,250. The difference is 330, so this is considered as a stock loss. So stock loss, we must treat as a stock out at the issue column. So we must issue all the batch of the stock, which is 80 unit at RM11. 80 unit RM11 at the issue column, but stock loss is 330, so we need another balance of 250, which we have to take from the next batch. So 250 at RM13, so the balance is 1,250 at RM13, and the value of the closing stock is 16,250. So we have done the requirement number 1 and number 2. Identify the amount of closing stock in units and RM for December 2016. So the closing stock is 1,250 units at value of RM 16,250. Okay, C. Fantik Sendian Berhad produce 20,000 units of cardboard every year. Each unit of cardboard require 3 meters of plywood. So based on this information, annual demand, we must identify for the plywood, which is the requirement. Calculate the following for the plywood, which is the material is plywood, not the cardboard. So we must multiply 20,000 units by 3 meters, which is the annual demand is 60,000 meter. 60,000 meter. Next, the record shows that the plywood is purchased at RM25 per meter. So this is the purchase price. The company also incurred RM60 for every order made. So RM60 is considered as ordering cost, which is O. And next, for the plywood and the storing cost of the plywood is set at 20% of purchase price. 20% of purchase price is RM25. Therefore, 20% multiplied by RM25, then you get RM5. Next, the company produced 200 to 300 units of cardboard every week. The information is on the usage by given for the cardboard, so we need to identify the plywood. So maximum and minimum usage, plywood, minimum 200 units of cardboard multiplied by 3 meter, then we get 600 meter, which is the minimum usage. Maximum 300 unit multiplied by 3 meter, which is 900. So this one is the maximum usage. And next is it takes 2 to 4 weeks for the plywood to be delivered to the company when ordered. So this information is about the maximum and minimum lead time, which is minimum 2 weeks and maximum 4 weeks. The first requirement is calculate economic order quantity EOQ using the formula method. So EOQ 2 times D times O over H. So square root, then we get 1,200 meters based on this information. Reorder stock level, which is maximum usage multiplied by maximum lead time. Maximum usage is 900 meter and maximum lead time, which is 4 weeks, then we get 3,600 meters. Maximum stock level, reorder level, minus minimum usage multiplied by minimum lead time plus with the EOQ. So 3,600 from this answer, and minimum usage, which is 600, minimum lead time, which is 2 weeks, plus with the EOQ from the answer number 1, and then we get the answer 3,600 meters. And finally, minimum stock level, which is reorder level, minus with average usage multiplied by average lead time. So average usage is 750 meters and average lead time is 3 weeks. And then we get the answer 1,350 meters. Okay, that's all.